This is the biggest investment that's ever been made.
Governor Ron DeSantis is proposing $1 billion for salary increases for teachers. That's $200 million more than last year. He expressed frustration in how the money's been handled in the past.
We still have some school districts, they hadn't paid their teachers more when they had the money in the kitty because this is all playing politics with that. But I think they need to actually pay them on schedule. So maybe we'll put something in there to make sure that they actually do it and they don't drag it out.
The Florida Education Association points out that $200 million equates to an extra $20 per week for every teacher. Michelle Dillon, president of the local teachers union, the St. John's Education Association, says educators deserve fair salaries that value their experience and training and recognize the demanding nature of their jobs.
We all want to ensure that every child, regardless of race, background, gender identity, sexual orientation, zip code, or ability, gets the education that he or she deserves and needs at fully resourced and staffed public schools.
The governor's proposed budget for the next fiscal year spends a record $26 billion, of which more than half, or $14 billion, is allocated for K-12 schools. This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. A St. Johns County Sheriff's deputy is charged in a child pornography investigation.
The sheriff's office announced Wednesday the deputy, who was with the department for 7 years, was found to have images depicting the sexual abuse of children. The investigation began in December after a tip came in from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. The man is charged with 12 counts of possession of child pornography and ordered held on a $120,000 bond. He was terminated from the sheriff's department upon his arrest. Special agents from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security are assisting with the investigation, which the sheriff's office says remains active. For St. Augustine's local morning news, I'm Rich Petchke.
One person is dead in a shooting in St. Augustine. It happened at 2 a.m. Thursday in a parking lot behind a business on the 200 block of Anastasia Boulevard. Dee Brown is the public information officer for the St. Augustine Police Department.
This is an isolated incident, and there is no threat to the community. The investigation is active, so there is no information available, any more information available at this time. We ask the public, if you have any information, please contact Detective Droyne at the St. Augustine Police Department.
Any residents or businesses with video surveillance that may have captured what happened are asked to contact the St. Augustine Police Department. With St. Augustine's local morning news, I'm Amy Sherry.
Be on the lookout for a stolen letter Z. It was stolen from the fairgrounds in Elkton. Liz Ryan spoke to the rightful owner of the Z, Bridget Hennessy, owner of Hennessy Events.
Tell us, Bridget, what was the scene of the crime?
My husband and I went on our biggest endeavor yet, and we hosted our first ever music festival at the St. Johns County Fairgrounds, Electric Winter Wonderland.
When was the last time you saw the Z?
Friday night, right outside the warehouse at the fairgrounds.
The general consensus among cryptologists is X, Q, and Z are the least common letters. Yet, there are still some names that cannot be correctly spelled without a Z.
Zeke or Xander.
Eek or Ander just wouldn't cut it.
If someone requests for a Z, we're just out of the job. We won't be able to do it.
It's hard to be inconspicuous with a big metal Z.
If I see a Z out there, they're caught.
What is your biggest fear as far as the fate of the Z?
I'm trying to reach out to almost welders in the area to make sure they're not going to melt it down for metal scrap.
Bridget, what would you say to the good people of St. Johns County?
Have you seen somebody in possession of a 3-foot white light-up letter Z? It is 100% Hennessy Event marquee light. Please report it to the police department or contact Hennessy Event.
For St. Augustine's local morning news, I'm Liz Ryan. I guess they won't be putting my name up in lights anytime soon.
The weekend is here and there's plenty of family fun to be had in St. Johns County. This is Stacy with Fun for Augie Kids.
This weekend, step onto the Wooded Freedom Trail and enter the year 1738 at the Flight to Freedom event. Join Fort Mose and honor those who risked it all in order to secure freedom for themselves and their offspring. Creative Me Art Studios is hosting a Kids Night Out event with a circus theme. During this session, your young artists will be completing a fun, circus-related art project, play games, and enjoy a pizza dinner and dessert. Tomorrow, join GTM Research Reserve for a guided exploration hike. Learn about the Guana Peninsula's natural biodiversity, expansive cultural history, and current efforts to protect these resources. Sunday is Family Day at Painting with a Twist. Children ages 10 and up will be guided through step-by-step to create an adorable Valentine's Day themed canvas. For more on these events and others, please visit us on our website at fun4augiekids.com. Have a great weekend.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's local morning news. I'm Rich Carroll.